Привет, what's up? What's going on out there? First time reaction to Improver, Russian beatbox champion. All right, respect, he's a champ. So, you know, man, the comments on all these beatbox videos, I love the fact that people are engaged. That's just amazing. And as someone adequately, they redefined, dude, too much whiskey. Yeah, I'm not here to analyze badass technique because I am not a badass beatboxer. So I'm not really familiar enough to be like, this dude's technique is way superior. I am trying to figure out technique versus what my ears like. Now, as a classical guitar player, which might be something you don't give a fuck about, that's fair, is that when you love your instrument or you love your medium, so let's say you're a beatboxer, you love beatbox. I'm a classical guitarist, I love classical guitar. Like, one thing we have to think about, well, I guess you don't have to, but something I think about is not how do we be great? It's how do we continue this endeavor? How do we treat it like a virus? How do we infect more new people who've never heard this to not only listen, but to care, so that way our field grows? So classical guitar is in this downswing, right? Where the majority of people who are here on this channel don't listen to it. But there was a time period in, say, like, I don't know, 1930 to 1960, where classical guitar was blowing up. And the reason for that was not just great technique, right? A lot of great players, but people who specifically, Andre Segovia, Julian Bream, John Williams, who intentionally put the craft on their shoulder and said, my job is to be an ambassador for this music and to recruit people that when they listen to it, they love it, they tell their friends now want to listen, and now they're all part of this thing and this thing blows up. But in the last 40 years, I'd say from like 1980 to now, steep decline, where people don't really know about it, they don't care about it because it's become too technically centric, to where you have to be part of the scene to appreciate what's going on. I think the easiest analogy is a comic telling a joke, right? If someone writes a joke that is very clever and they tell you the joke and you don't laugh, but then they explain to you why it's so funny, doesn't matter. They told you the joke, you didn't laugh. If you have to explain the joke, it doesn't work. Same thing with guitarists, bassists, drummers, beatboxers. If you have to explain to the audience why what they just heard that they don't care about, why it was so good but they don't care, you've already lost. You want people to hear it and immediately be vibing with it. You want the music to connect with them on some human level that makes them go, damn, bruh, I want more of that. It's like, let's do one more shitty example. Like a donut or a piece of cake, right? Someone eats a piece of cake, they're like, damn, that's good. I'll eat some more of that, right? If someone eats a piece of cake and they spit it out, and then you explain to them, hey, that piece of cake you just spat out, it's like, you know, it had the most organic, free-range cows that were eating shit to make wheat, and then I grew the sugar cane myself, and you don't understand that it's like this is a pinnacle of craftsmanship that I made this piece. They're like, bruh, I took a bite of the cake, I don't like it. So that's where we are. That being said, I hope I like this guy.
I'm from Russia. This is Big Shadow for Swiss Beatbox and Peponi. Okay, one more time for everyone.
The fact that he's got that's already a really good sign for me liking him. Hey. He's doing a really amazing job on maintaining his tonality on that bass line, which is dropping linearly, chromatically. Awesome. Holy shit! Excellent job with his bass register, and now a great job with just his normal vocals. And now his bass is ascending on the, I don't know if it's on the offbeats, but he's like, brup, 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 brup. He's like, he's maintaining his pitch, and now he's ascending, which is, dude, ascending is harder than descending, I think.
Everybody dance.
Ooh. That's the Predator. You said that's Predator bass on point. Ah. How can I contain these demons? Not gonna lie, I thought he was bringing the bass back. You know, I was wrong.
You're my comp. You're so.
He waited like an extra measure.
I'm precom. Preco. You're precom. You're so. I'm precom. Stay. You're precom.
Dude, him staying with really good pitches through all of these instruments is pretty fucking astounding. Holy shit! Yeah.
Listen to my garage. Switch.
Oh, my dude.
Garage continue.
Dude. His pitch control is fucking absurd. Absurd. So a lot of times when we do something, man, my fucking chair. When you play with other people or you sing with other people, what you do is you can steal pitches, right? If you ever fall off of your home bass, you can steal notes from your bass player or your keyboardist or the singer to re-anchor you. He is done a phenomenal job of just being in control of his pitches this whole time, and there's no one else here, it's just him. That's pretty fucking remarkable. Oh, when I say steal pitches, in case you don't know what I mean you are not sure about your own pitch, so you hear something else outside of you, and you go, oh, I got a note. And now you redevelop where you're singing or playing based on what you just heard. But there's no one else here, so he's like isolated. It's all gotta come internally. Yeah, dude is dope as fuck. Dude is dope as fuck. I will tell you, man, now, obviously, I am not the target community, right? Like, I'm not a beatboxer. I don't know about this shit. Like, and I'm trying to get better. But what I feel with everyone who's awesome, everyone who I'm loving so much, so Improvers, dope as fuck, Gene is awesome, Big Man, D-Lo, Dillip, these are guys like I really like a lot. I feel like they, even the ones who take time, and I thought he took a lot of time too, I feel like there's a little bit of a rush. Not a rush, because they're being very nicely paced, nice pacing. But that there's kind of like, oh, I need to do something in the next 15 seconds that impresses beatboxers. And I kind of think, man, I think there's more time than you think. Like, you don't have to rush back into that. A clear example of this, I'll give you a guitar example. A clear example of this was in the mid 80s. No, I'm not that fucking old. Yeah, I'm old, but I'm not that fucking old. But there's a clear example of this in the 80s where, like, you know, from 1983 to 1989, everyone was trying to be the baddest ass guitarist on the planet. So every guitar solo, no matter how tasteful it was, immediately went to tapping, whammy bars, quick ass runs, because it was like, how can we be dominant in our field? But a lot of times dominance can just be how many people you reach. Do you know what I mean? Think about it this way. Like, a lot of these videos I'm watching have like a couple 100,000 views. Now imagine you are the 5th ranked beatboxer in the world, and you make a video that has 100 million views and people love it. What does that do for the beatbox community? That brings so many more people in. New people who want to attempt the style, people who already are beatboxers and they want to get better, and people who don't know anything about beatbox but now they love what they're hearing. The impact you have when you bring that many people in, I mean, it's huge. It's fucking massive. So yeah, we gotta work hard on being better and more technical, sure. But the more technical you get, the more you're serving the people who are already here and not the people who are new. Because the people who are new, they don't know how hard things are. They have no idea. I'm one of those people. I don't know how hard certain things are versus something else. But if you can bring in, I mean, imagine it. Imagine if it's 10%. You make a video and 100 million people watch it and 10% fall in love. So overnight you have 10 million people who now give a fuck about beatboxing. That's huge. That's huge as far as sponsorships, the money, the places you can play and sell tickets. And then that's all money for the community and exposure for the community to rise and be better. So That's the lens I'm bringing this through. Did I mention I drank a lot of whiskey? Because I did, and now I'm gone. That's a ridiculous dog. We're out of here on 3, 2,